that girl for saying she doesn't wear her naturally curly hair because she doesn't want to look childish. As someone who looks younger than their age, I can 1000% resonate with that statement. People tell me all the time, why don't you wear your natural hair? Just add some product, it'll look cute. I know it'll look cute, but I don't want to look 14.
You broke my jersey in front of me.
You a grown ass man crying about a fucking jersey.
Afro beats with an afro on it. Society, they be mad though, ain't it? When they see us, they be mad though, ain't it? They be wishing that they had.
So there's this idea floating around that coily natural hair is childish. I've made like 2 videos on it. The first one was like 8 months ago and the second was 6 months ago, but I haven't really made a video that sort of addressed where this whole mindset stemmed from. All right, where does this belief come from, and why does it mostly target the kinkiest hair texture? Hi, I'm Essie and you're welcome to my channel where the conversation is real and Essie's got the tea. Alright, so before we get into today's video, I want to quickly say that I got a lot of subscribers on my previous video, and since I'm having new faces on my channel, I want to quickly let you all know that on this channel I teach black women how to grow, love and embrace their natural hair, which means that I am very pro natural hair, and I won't really say I condemn, but I like mostly, you know, call out texturism, natural hair discrimination, or self-hating videos where people come and like they condemn themselves, they condemn their hair texture. I mean, that's texturist video. So that's what I do. So if you're someone who wear wigs a lot, like straighter textured wigs, you might not really vibe with my content, you might not like my content. So I'm just letting you know, because maybe you might like a particular video I made and you decide to subscribe, and then the other videos I upload you just don't sit right with it. I just want to let you all know. It is natural hair that we do here. All right, we promote more of textured wigs than straighter wigs. We promote more of natural hair than wigs. Do you understand? It's not like I have issues with you wearing wigs. It's just how we've kind of demonized our real hair. We kind of commonize it. We kind of make it look like natural hair is and then straighter textured hairs, they are like, oh, perfect. So I just wanted to let you know. Okay, so in today's video we're going to be addressing why this mindset that coily natural hair is childish is harmful, and how it's tied to texturism. So before I give my commentary, let's quickly listen to what some people have to say.
There's been so much natural hair discourse, especially around 4C hair, and my main takeaway is that people just want to be texturist. Like, people want to be able to say texturist things and weird things about 4C hair especially, but also natural hair in general, and just be able to just say it without anyone talking back. It's so weird because no, natural hair isn't childish. People tell you like, oh, that's probably because of social conditioning. You probably only wore your natural hair as a child. I feel like a lot of people haven't experienced adulthood or their womanhood with their natural hair. They've only done that as a child. So they're associating their natural hair with being a child, probably before puberty or around puberty when they're a teen. So it's like when you're in your womanhood and adulthood and you've never worn your natural hair, you feel like a child again. That's what's happening. Natural hair in general isn't childish, it's not a fact. You just feel childish. It's a feeling. It's not a fact, it's a feeling. You feel childish. Natural hair is not childish. Even looking at some of you guys, you don't look like a child. It's all about feeling. You need to feel like an adult in your natural hair, but you haven't worn your natural hair. You haven't given it that space to really be, like, I don't know. You do not have permission to be texturist and to talk down on 4C hair or natural hair in general just because you have natural hair, just because you have 4C hair. That's not how it works. You're gonna get called out. That's just the tea.
Here are 3 reasons why you feel childish with your natural hair. Number 1, you're texturist. Number 2, you're texturist. And number 3, you're texturist. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Y'all are in my comment section foaming at the mouth over me calling y'all texturist, but let me break it down for you. If your natural curl pattern, specifically type 4 hair, is childish to you, but you can put on a deep wavy wig, a curly wig, a wavy wig for your birthday, for vacation, and now you feel grown and sexy, I'm sorry, you're texturist. Like, what's not clicking, Steven? Oh, but it's not about the texture, it's about the length. It's probably texturism as well, because our hair shrinks up. What aren't y'all getting? But not everybody has hair like you. Texturism, because my hair should not be the litmus test for who can and cannot wear their hair without it being childish. But some people have pixie cuts, but then a short 4C cut is ugly. Texturism. Y'all are fighting to prove to me that y'all are texturists. I have not heard one argument yet that proves that y'all aren't texturists. Not one. Y'all are texturists. It's okay. A lot of us were taught to be texturists, but now we have to unlearn it. Okay. Thank you for coming to my second TED Talk.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but natural hair just makes me look like a child. Like, I look like an infant. Like, as soon as I see an afro, I'm like, oh my god, children, right? But anytime, like, I see a white woman with straight hair, another person with straight hair, I think adult, even when they're a child. Do you see how dumb that sounds? Y'all are so pressed about natural hair, okay? You think it looks childish because you haven't seen it since you were 8, okay? You started putting quick weaves immediately. You don't even know what your hair looks like anymore. I'm just saying. Just because there's an afro hair texture does not mean that it looks childlike. That's like programming, and that's the system, okay? You thinking that your hair looks childlike and then straight hair looks grown doesn't make any sense, because there's a lot of people, especially white people, that had straight hair since they were a child and grew up with straight hair. They're not calling the straight hair when they're younger grown. And like what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, and why are we arguing about this? Natural hair is just your hair. Like, it doesn't look like a certain age. Like, natural hair looks from 4 years old to 10 years old, and straight hair means you're grown. Like, what is this mentality?
So the videos we just watched, you notice that most of them were referencing texturism as one of the reasons why people see their natural hair as childish. In my opinion, texturism actually plays a very huge role in why someone would think that the hair that goes out of their scalp naturally, biologically, genetically, because I don't want to say your God-given hair. I just want to give you an insight of something that grows out of your scalp normally, like it's your natural hair. You think that thing is childish. It often comes from you comparing your natural hair to straighter wigs or straighter hairs or loosely curled hair. Because most of the time, people who come out to say that natural hair is childish or their natural hair make them look like kids, they are usually promoting straighter wigs. Most of the time, they wear straighter wigs, like wigs that do not even resemble our hair texture in any way. I'm not even talking about the type 3, it's part of it, but like wigs that are like way farther from our hair texture. And that in itself gives off internalized texturism. Yes. Texturism is you discriminating against the hair texture. Internalized texturism is you thinking within yourself that your natural hair, there is something wrong with it, or your natural hair is this, or your natural hair is that. It's also part of texturism. And we know that historically, these other hair types have been seen or perceived as like more matured, more professional, more beautiful, while curly natural hair is seen as messy, less desirable, and just all of that. And that in itself is conditioning, and you have internalized it. That is why what this is internalized texturism. You don't want to look 14 with the hair that grows out of your scalp naturally. Natural hair in itself is not childish. I hope you all know that.
Natural hair is childish. Let's talk about it. That is something I have been seeing on my timeline for a while now, and I cannot be the only one who does not like the direction the natural hair community is heading lately. Or maybe I'm just new to the game. What started as a beautiful movement to help us embrace our natural hair texture has slowly turned into something very judgmental, and that's not cute. Let's be clear, natural hair is not childish. There can be childish hairstyles, of course, just like with any other hair type. But calling the hair itself childish, that's a reach, don't you think? Our natural hair can be very versatile, expressive, and powerful. It's not immature. That's literally our hair, and that's enough. So find your signature natural hairstyle, wear whatever makes you feel beautiful, whether it's a sleek puff, a twist out, any kind of protective hairstyle. But let us stop policing other people's choices. You can wear your hair however you want without talking down on other people's hair. So like I said, find your signature natural hairstyle and wear it boldly, beautifully, and proudly. You deserve to take up space as you are.
Most of the time, this is not about your natural hair making you look childish. It's about your own discomfort wearing your natural hair and how you think people would perceive you when you wear your natural hair. You are more concerned about the discomfort you are causing other people, the people that make up the society. You're thinking about how they are going to perceive you, how they are going to see you as a black person wearing their natural hair. You want to wear your natural hair to a very serious event, and you're wondering, if I wear my hair like this, would I look, is it going to be elegant? Is it going to, these are the kind of things that run through your mind. It's not about your hair looking childish. Natural hair is not childish. There are hairstyles that can make you look youthful without infantilizing you. There's a video where this girl said the last time she wore her natural hair, or the last time she saw her natural hair, was when she was a child, right? She wore a lot of protective style. She wore wigs, she wore braids. The last time she wore her natural hair was when she was a child. So a lot of people embraced and loved their natural hair freely when they were kids, right? And as adults, they don't even understand what it is. Now, you as a child, you see your mom wearing straight wigs as an adult. And she's wearing you your natural hair. She's putting your hair in an afro. She's combing your hair out. She's putting your hair in a space puff, in a double puff, in an afro puff. She's giving you those natural, traditional, like natural hairstyles, right? And then she went on ahead to wear or relax her hair, and she decided to do roller sets, you know, those different sets that people in the 80s or 90s they wear, those hairstyles. Now, because you're seeing those hairstyles on adults, you now think within yourself now, oh, now this is an adult hairstyle, and now this is a child's hairstyle. These are kids' hairstyles. People are now so used to seeing natural hair, like coily natural hair on kids, right? It's now perceived as, it makes people look childish. There are some hairstyles that actually make you look or appear youthful. They do not necessarily infantilize you, but they make you look youthful. For instance, space puff on an adult. Pigtails. There is no way you're going to wear that hairstyle as an adult and it's not going to deduct like 5 years from your actual age. Because it brings out that youthfulness. Another hairstyle that I feel like make people, like the hairstyle make people look youthful, but it's still elegant, it's still grown at the same time, is an afro puff. It gives off that youthful, you know, youthful look, make you look beautiful. Now, if you feel like your natural hair just don't make you look matured, there are different hairstyles that you can wear. There are different hairstyles that you can wear on your natural hair that will make you look grown as you're looking for. Doesn't mean that when non-black kids, when they have their straight hair, like, you know, they normally grow straight hair on their head. So is it that those non-black kids, they look grown because they grow straight hair out of their head? So does that automatically make them grown because the hair that goes out of their head is straight, or like it's loosely wavy and all of that? So does that automatically make that baby grown? Because, I mean, if you within yourself think that straighter hairs make you look grown, so does it mean that those kids that because this whole thing is crazy. When people constantly label coily natural hair as childish, it pressures people to stretch it, straighten it, or to manipulate their hair to appear mature. You see a lot of people, when they want to wear certain hairstyle, or when they are kind of categorizing certain hairstyles, you notice that most of the time those straighter hairstyles are like perceived as a lot more grown, elegant, chic. Do you understand? People now constantly label those hairstyles as hairstyles that make you look grown, mature, look like that boss lady that you are. If you think within yourself that this is the only hairstyle that will make me look grown, and hairstyles in your natural hair state don't give you that same vibe, that same look, it means that you also think there is something wrong with your hair in its natural state. That you have to constantly stretch it, straighten it to look grown. I understand for people who kind of like blow dry their hair because it's a lot manageable when they blow dry and style, that's different. But when you constantly do it because you feel like if you don't do it like this, you're not going to look mature in the hairstyle you're trying to make, then there is something wrong. It means that you think there is something wrong with your natural hair. This whole mindset constantly fuel the cycle of, you know, heat damage, excessive protective style, or hair loss just to look matured, just to look like an adult, just to appear like an adult. You see kids of 13 years old having frontals on their head, dressing like, I don't even understand, like, a person like that, why won't they think that there is like 13-year-olds now are installing frontal in their hair? Young girls are literally fighting each other because of wigs and weaves. It is not a joke. Young girls are stealing just so they can get their hands on a straighter hair, like on a straighter wig. And just so they can come online and be doing what? And be bending their body and be doing fine girl. And I mean, when you start having this kind of mindset that for you to belong, for you to look grown, I mean, to upgrade, it has to be a straight wig. There is something wrong. And then you all are constantly talking about how natural hair make you look younger than your age, how it makes you look like a child. I mean, I thought a lot of people like you when they look younger than their age. I thought, I mean, that's the reason why a lot of people are going for Botox and fillers and whatever to lift their faces like this. You have natural Botox growing out of your scalp, and you are still going to wear a straight hair that make you look old. Since to you guys, straighter hair makes you look grown and matured, and you're now going for straighter hair that will make you look old and still spend money to get Botox. Why don't you now ditch that hair that is making you look grown and embrace the one that would even give you that youthful vibe, that youthful look without Botox? You don't have to inject anything in your face because you have it growing out of your scalp naturally. Just pull it up a bit and you get that natural lift. My hair is childish, my hair is childish. Oh yeah, leave the hair to grow. No. You still put hair that is making you look old, and then you now still go and inject Botox in your face. Are you not countering? It's giving counterproductive. Like, what's now the essence of wearing wigs and then going to get Botox? Let me tell you something. I don't want to be rude, but till you die and you reincarnate as a black person, the hair that will grow out of your scalp is still coily natural hair. Whether you like it or not, it is still coily natural hair. This hair that you people hate so much, it is what will grow out of your scalp. You cannot change it. This whole thing to me is just some ignorant excuses you people are giving. The excuse is so ignorant. I've never seen people, some of you can be so embarrassing. Like, anything other than wearing your natural hair, any excuse you can give other than wearing your natural hair. That natural hair make you look childish. What kind of mentality, what kind of the way some of you think is actually very scary. The whole conditioning has eaten deep inside some of you that you can no longer see. The way you see your visuals are very myopic. You don't see very well. Everything is now straight hair. Hey, I'm still trying to process this way of thinking. The crazy thing is, these are hairstyles that we used to wear. Some of the natural hairstyles, I'm not even going to talk about very natural hair. Some of the hairstyles that we condemn today were hairstyles our ancestors wore. These hairstyles were even symbol of wealth back then. Is now what you people are infantilizing in today's society. You people are now infantilizing hairstyles that your ancestors wore. You now infantilize it that it's for children. You now push it that it's for kids. And when people wear it, you now see the person as a local person. You see the reason why I've been doing my African thread and those hairstyles that people see, that when they look at you, they'll be like, what is wrong with this person? I am doing it because it is part of my identity as an African person. It is part of my identity as a black person. These are hairstyles that our ancestors wore, and all of a sudden those hairstyles are now seen as immature. I get it that most of them can be painful. Yeah. If you tell me that it is painful, the reason why it's painful, I would understand. But you coming here to talk about how it's childish is very colomenta. It sounds very colomenta to me. It sounds very colomenta. And if you're not Nigerian, you don't want to know what colomenta is. Colomenta is like Chris. It's crazy. It sounds very crazy. When they say person don't colo, it means that the person don't dey Chris. The person is running mad. So that idea sounds very colomenta to me. That the hairstyle, like African hairstyles, they are now childish. So if all those hairstyles that we have are now deemed as childish, what hairstyle do we have as black people? What hairstyle do we have as black people, since you all want to use your hand and erase all the hairstyles that you answered? Now you people are now naming it after people. And I feel like when someone has a baby face, there is nothing you can do that would change that. In fact, the only thing that can even make you look a bit grown is makeup, to me. You can just put on the wig and your face is still looking the way it looks. The only thing that can even give you that grown look is when you put on a makeup, at least it's going to add like 3 years, depending on the kind of glam you went for. It's going to add 3-5 years to your age. The hair doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. You can tell a person is still a child even after installing a frontal. Even after wearing wigs, you can still tell this person is a child, this person is 15, this person is 13. You can still tell. Do you understand? So this whole argument is really stale. If you don't want to wear your natural hair, just say you don't want to wear your natural hair. If you don't like natural hairstyles, just say you don't like natural hairstyle. Let me just tag you as a texturist. I'm coming out here to talk about how natural hair makes you look childish. Because it's still the same thing. It's still giving texturism. When you label the hair that grows out of your scalp as child... Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We've come to the end of the video. Do let me know your thoughts about this whole thing in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Yeah, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, share, subscribe if you're not. Thank you. Bye bye.